Okay, bear with me, peeps. Something is wrong. You can, Estelian, make it rain if you want to unsub the sub mode on the chat. That is fine. Thank you for doing that, by the way. I still don't know the command. The problem is, you tell me once, and unless I learn it, and it gets like drilled into my brain, I'm gonna forget. There is something wrong. There is something wrong with Twitch alerts and trying to stream. Then it gave me a no, you can't stream right now. A red box. Okay, so right, that's fixed that. Okay, so a second ago I had the wrong noises in my ear. We had the default ones instead of the ones that I set up. I don't know why that would happen. That was really odd. Really, really odd. Okay, so now I've got to sort of finish setting things up again because, yeah, everything just went a bit funky there for a moment, and we should be good in a second. Thank you for bearing with me. That's it. Everything's on the screen, ready to go over here. Let's get my notes on the screen as well. Let's just put those there for the moment, and let's get the music going. Going to listen to some Lord Leviticus today. By the way, pre-stream song was Lacuna Coil, Heaven's a Lie. Probably their most popular song, one that I like. It's nice to listen to that every now and then. Listened to it today, and I thought, hey, pre-stream song. Yes, so there you go. Aha, there is our dungeon synth. In the mood. I'm in the mood for black metal, but it's not the sort of music you put on a Minecraft live stream, is it? So, gonna go with some dungeon synth today, listening to a little bit of Lord Leviticus. Got a couple of albums and a couple of songs on the playlist, and we're gonna jump right into it. So, thank you to everyone for the bananas in chat. I did see them, but I was nattering away, letting you know what was going on with the stuff and things. And why do I want to come down here? I'm going to pinch a little bit of coal. We're going to go do a few things today. Let's have a look. You guys probably, most of you seen the episode I did with Iskal. We are going to gather some dyes and possibly breed some sheep. That's on the list. X, you should try the boat on ice. It's now the fastest way to travel. Fenty K, I'm very aware of that. I'm very aware. Although I imagine it will get patched. Anyway, repairing picks is something I could... That's why I wanted to go down here. Not to get coal, but to grab my pick. I want to repair this. Do you have mending? No, but you do. Right, we're going to go repair... Yes, with the XP. We're going to go repair our bits and bobs first of all. That's the first thing we're going to get off the list. Some of you saying Slipgator reference. Did I say stuff and things? Oh, I mean... Saying stuff and things, you might just say stuff and things, but since Slipgate has said it so much, it has been drilled into my head. Whenever I like need something to do, I'm like, oh, I need to do some stuff and things. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I'm sure you do. Alright, so Ted, welcome to the stream. Hope you have a good one. Hope you enjoy this. Yes, what are we going to do? We're going to kill some Endermen to get Ender Pearls. We need to start getting prepared for going to the end, I think. Hunt for a Wither Skull, maybe. Also, I want to go mine some packed ice and build an ice tray now that I have. There we go. This area needs some love, man. This area, whoa, needs some lighting up and some sorting out because there's mobs everywhere. Also, I went to the wrong area. Yay! Now they're going to kill me before I can go back through the portal. Which area was I supposed to go to then? Right, anyway. We are supposed to go... this one. I think it's orange we're going to. Buy mending from the shop and put it on your pick. The repair and repair it at Tango's Mob Farm. Jack Green, you are late to the game. We've been doing that for ages. Also, Littlest Enderman has resubscribed for 10 months in a row. Absolutely epic. 10 months. Almost a year. Right. the world has finally loaded. Thank you, Littlest Enderman. Oh, what's going on there? Do appreciate it. What is this? What is this thing? Stone bricks. This is TFC. I don't know what he's doing here. I don't know what he's doing. I'm getting distracted. Thank you, Littlest Enderman. By the way, I'm going to turn down the music a touch. Extreme UHC is on. There we go. That'll do. Extreme UHC is on the 2nd of April at 7 PM GMT. Sumovoid.com/extremeuhc to sign up. Just letting you know. I say that so many times, I need to sort out a jingle. I need a day off. I need a day off to work on my stream. And just make jingles, make little buttons that I can press that make sounds, so they can say it all for me. I should really do that. That'd be Such a good idea. Oh, well, we could make it a proper jingle with like sound effects and everything. That'd be awesome. I really need to. Oh wow, Tango's been busy. He's been doing the work. He's been doing the work. I like it. Okay, so bits and bobs collect here. They got hoppers behind them as well. I can see. So I think Tango decided to get rid of all the items that come through here. I was a little bit disappointed with that because these items. This might take a while actually. Now I think about it. But we definitely need to do a little bit here. King the Kid says, wait, did I miss a world reset? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, you have. You have missed a world reset. I cannot believe it. This is probably a bad idea. We probably shouldn't do too much here. I'm just going to get a little bit of mending on my fortune pick, I think, because I should have been here already. I should have been here like an hour ago and started the stream here. That would have been much smarter. That's what I've done previously. So we'll get enough to get this one, you know, further away from being dead, basically, in case we need to use it. That being said, if we need to use a fortune pick, it's because we're mining ores and getting XP in return. This plan is rubbish. I'm firing myself. I'm not allowed to play anymore. Let's go do something else. This is rubbish. What am I thinking about? Also, I should put that in my offhand if I want to repair it, right? What am I playing at? Oh, pirate language, says Molang. Today's language is pirate language. Let's go and do it. We could do this. Every stream we could just play with a different language and get confused. Now these ones I couldn't even use because, I mean, I don't even know how to pronounce whatever they are. Same for this right here. I could say something like tower, tent. Tower and tent. They're the two I can think of. Pirates, where are you? Yeah, matey. We're down at the P. Don't see pirate language. This needs like a search right here. Pirate speak. For some reason it's near English. Yar matey, we did it. Plundered. Plundered. Custom your clothes. Oh wow. Lingo. Look oh ye hands. The wheel. Oh man, these are going to confuse me. Rules for the spies. Return to the fight. Oh, I love it. Abandoned ship. Excellent. This is fantastic. Right, heal my stuff and things, please. Can we get some group hit action? There we go. Getting that group hit going on. Nice. Keep dying. There we go. Oh, they make a right little slurpy sound, don't they? Slurping away. Pirate language is near English, says F17. Maybe. Maybe it's near English. I'm not so sure myself. DMD says, I just did it in my Minecraft crash. That's not good. Right, also, we're done with you. See you later. Right, I think that's enough to say my pick's not going to die. Let's get out of here. See you later, buddy. Okay, we've got a noise in my ear. That's what it is. It is literally a noise that's in my ear. Let's go to methods. Let's go to sea shanties and noises. The big old volume bar. Did we look at this menu with the cat one on? I don't think we did. Climate, friendly critters, loads of squares, play blocks, notes. I like these. These are cool. Lost your ears? Nay. If you lost your ears, you put the words on the screen. Oh, amazing stuff. We've got a donation here from Folks. Folks23 saying, yeah, I be here. Made me laugh straight away. Yeah, I be here with a bit old booty for ya. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of something non-alcoholic I don't drink. I don't drink either, folks. I don't drink either. Thank you so much for the donation. I hope you have a great time with today's piratey themed stream. Now, pirates don't have a lot to do with ice, do they? But that's what we're going to go do. I need to grab some wood. Free stuff. I'll have the dirt. That's something I'll have. And the spider eyes as well for potions and stuff. Well, we'll drop those back off at base. We'll pick up some different types of wood. And we'll go build a little ice tray like in the tutorial we did. We'll show you how easy it is to build. Sam says, I love Hermitcraft. I hope you guys do it until Hermitcraft number 20. Number 20? I can't think that far ahead. That's crazy. Tesla says, speaking of metal, hey X, I was wondering if you could help me understand what is math rock. I'm not understanding it much, and could you give me an example? Tesla, or Tesla. I do believe a lot of math rock, math metal does sort of start with Meshuggah, but maybe not. If you go listen to a band called Meshuggah, right? And then actually no, because even Meshuggah doesn't start with Meshuggah, it starts with jazz. There's something in jazz called polyrhythms, which is where you have your beat going boom, 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 right? That's like 4/4, that's like really easy to follow. And then you have other beats which transition over longer bars. So there'll be like 16 and 9 and 7 and 4, and they'll loop up at odd intervals. And sometimes they don't ever loop up. Where are we going? We're going to my base. Now they play them at the same time in Meshuggah, like they do a 4/4 with a polyrhythm, and then the polyrhythm is often cut off, so it eventually loops back round to the 4/4. So math rock is like that. It's where you play around with odd time signatures basically, and you throw in things that don't go to the 4/4 beat. And that doesn't technically mean just polyrhythms. It can mean just straight up randomness, like where they construct their own sounds. Basically, like the rhythm, if you like, may have like two different paths, and one of them's, you know, mathematic. It's different ranges of numbers rather than 4/4. Something along those lines. That should be a fair explanation. Although I'm sort of familiar with Dillinger Escape Plan and the more metal side of it, so I kind of understand like their lines of influence and how they got to where they're doing. Oh my god, Greaves are metal links. Of course they're called Greaves. Breeches o' leather. Oh, I love it. Leather jacket, amazing. I'm chucking these away though. Smoked kipper. Yellow flower even. Dio fog. We're going to read so much stuff today, it's going to be mental. Putrid rations. Absolutely, putrid rations. We got a noise in my ear here. In fact, I missed one, I do believe. Joel Kip has resubscribed for 4 months. Sorry, 5 months. 5 months in a row. Thank you for the epic support, buddy. Hope you have a great time on today's stream. Extreme UHC link will be for you. Chat in the thingy down there. Right, that was a horribly butchered sentence. Let's move on. Littlest Enderman here is with a donation saying, "Tell me, X, since we're in pirate mode, what would you do with a drunken sailor?" Yeah, that song. What would you do with a drunken sailor? I can't remember any other bits from it. I would slap them in the face until they're sober. How about that? I'd wake them up. I'd go, "Oi you! No more ale. No more Bram and Randy. Man the ship." Why did we come back here? We're talking silly pirate nonsense. Crafting. We be crafting. Apparently I can't concentrate today. Hope that isn't a problem. We came back here to get some wood. Yes, I remember. Aha. Okay. Birch looks nice with jungle. No. Spruce, yes. Aha, we got spruce timber logs and our birch timber logs, and we got a crafting table. Dark oak sapling. Well, they didn't really get creative there, did they? Oak meager shrub. Spruce meager. I think they missed that one, to be fair. That's the exact same name right there. Hatch. It is a hatch. Picket gate. I love it. Oh. Right, off we go. To land yonder. X, do you like Garrett or Ellie Goulding? I don't think I've really listened to either of them. No, I haven't listened to either of them at all. I recognise the names though. Hey X, how much people have already joined the Extreme UHC? Just curious. The Fancy Owl, no idea at the moment. From me, I'd say it's a little bit slower than last time, but you know, the names keep rolling in. Plus we've announced it later as well, which doesn't help. Fulk says, what should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way up she rises. Way up she rises. Way up she rises in the early morning. There you go. That is the song apparently. How do you get the pirate language? I just got here, says Calvin. It's in the language settings of the game. Now where is our ice mesa? Because no, it's not that one. It's behind the yellow portal. Yes, I remember now. X, are you going to build the stuff you built on your server today? Snoop Log? In an episode I will. In a future episode. The episode that comes out on Saturday, I think, will be the one with it. And I had a video planned for, let's see, it's tomorrow's Hermitcraft. The day after will now be City Skylines. I was going to make a 1.9.1 video, but they haven't released it yet. Then we'll have another Hermitcraft, and then some myth busting on the weekend. How does that sound? On Sunday, which is the live stream day. That's a good point. Must not forget the live stream day this Sunday. Need to remind people, really. Also, 1,400 people here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We are playing in pirate language today. We're going to build an ice farm. We're going to gather some packed ice and stuff. And dyes. And I've realised that I've head over here with my dyes for my for the sheep farm project. It's just going to take up inventory space. So we'll probably be back and forth a lot. I mean, whenever my Minecraft streams organised and I'm on the ball. About once in a blue moon, right? The physics says, just joined, what did I miss? Not too much, me derping around, realising that I'd be wasting my time standing at a mob farm. Man, this is a long journey, I forgot how long it was. It really is quite far. Charlie says, go Skylines, Pirate Man. Skylines is what it will be. I know what I'm doing for the next episode, got a plan. Knight Rider says, hey X, love watching your Minecraft videos. I also love the fact that you talk about real stuff, and just got here, so hello. That reminds me of something. I know what you're trying to say when people go real, like in hip hop culture a lot. Real is a really fondly used term when they talk about rappers. They go, oh, this rapper, he's real, man, real hip hop, and it's like it's the same in black metal actually, except they call it true. They call it true black metal. It's like, yeah, what is real exactly? Because people say real so much, it's like there's a meaning behind the use of the word, but the word doesn't describe the meaning. That's the problem, right? That's the problem right there. We gotta articulate ourselves, people, and I'm not a good example of that half the time. Idiot says, welcome to the jungle, Asuma. Thank you. The Nether jungle, it's red and fiery here in the Nether jungle. Fenty says, X, you should try boat on ice. It's now the fastest way to travel. I'm very aware of that. I do recall. That's where I died. I do recall. I'm going to the jungle. No, this isn't. Wait, how do I get to the ice biome? This is totally the wrong way. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I've just walked down here for nothing. Ah. Well, the productivity of today's stream is taking a immediate nosedive here. Does Tango Tech's Iron Titan still work? There isn't even an Iron Titan on here yet, so it doesn't work. The jungle is 80 minutes away, says Joe. Joe Hills! Joe Hills in chat. Everyone give some love hearts for Joe Hills, my buddy here on the server. He is not online at the moment. Impulse is online. And we are walking down the wrong tunnel. Oh my god, where is the ice tunnel? I cannot put an image in my head right now of the old ice tunnel. I've got to think about that. But yeah, Joe is watching, and Joe, we need to meet up at some point. I love your bridge, but I'm going to build my bridge at some point. And you said you wanted to be there when it gets pulled down, so this time the unstable stable or bridge as it is now will get to be unstabilified. Oh, actually no, I did that. I did that myself in a world tour because I did an episode where I went back and played on the save. Ice tunnel is towards Mining Mesa. It is, isn't it? I looked at that one first and then told myself, no, it's not that way. How silly. Yeah, in one of my World Tour episodes, I think it was episode 250, I took apart the the unstable stable. Can we get some derp faces in chat here? Jimmy Major is saying, oh, I said it differently again. Derp Asuma is derp, derpy derp Asuma. Absolutely, I'm being a derp face today. I can't help it. All I've done all day is make videos in between. I've gone for a walk, I've worked out, I've had food. And that's about it, literally. I've just been recording non-stop today. There's the derp faces, official Blaze, folks, thank you. I love those little icons, they're the best. Phil, appreciate it. Alright. We'll get out of this tunnel eventually. I feel like this tunnel is a trap. Do you know what I mean? I feel like this tunnel could actually go on forever. And, on occasions, and I'm not going to do this now, but like if I put my hand on the mouse and knock it, it can spin around, and then you don't know what way you're facing. What way are we facing? South. Right, so I could go, boom, and it's like, uh-oh. Which way do I go? Aha, south. We know. Yeah, because I've actually gone down one of these tunnels and accidentally knocked my mouse and walk all the way back again and gone, oh, I've gone the wrong way. Also, Autumn is in chat. Hey, buddy, how's it going? We need to have a chat later. After I've streamed, I'm going to pop on here to record some more Hermitcraft. I've got to meet up with you in TeamSpeak. We've got to have a chat. With Mark as well. And everyone else. Anyway, Yep, this is right. If I'd have come over here and read the sign, we would have been alright. But no, didn't do that. Jan the Jules says Impulse has more than 100 levels. Yes, he does. 132. I was very impressed with that. Now, I think that's all from all the AFKing that he's been doing, which is fair enough, but I didn't realise fishing and skeletons would be that powerful, I guess, but yeah. Right, anyway, we are going the right direction now. Hey X, Squirt Dude made an awesome XP farm with no crusher or the full damage design. It's based on lava when you hit the zombies. For example, they bounce up into the lava, and you still gain the XP, and you can use the sword to swing against all the zombies and hit them at once. Can you link me to that, buddy? I think I've seen it. It was a long time ago. I think I'd like to use that. I need to put that on my list of things to do this season of Hermitcraft. Oh, did the server save physics? Server saved your seas. Our seas have been saved. Right, more walking down tunnels. We'll get there eventually. Don't worry, people. Do you know what? Since I came back to the hub, I could have dropped off those dies, but I didn't. Again, just didn't use the brain, did I? Folks, with the tea reminders, thank you so much. It's been 20 minutes. My tea has definitely gone past its prime drinking temperature, but I'll give it a sip. I'll let you know. Phil said you forgot your Silk Touch pick. No, I didn't. The Silk Touch pick is right here. Soft hands. Usefulness. Tough. Mending. Booty. Oh, I love it. That's great. That is great. Pirate speak is fun. That is actually a reasonable temperature to drink tea at, so I'm happy with that. Alas, we make it to the land yonder, and night falls upon us, which is kind of smell. Alright, down here will be the place to build this thing. We don't really need to think too much, other than this is relatively level right here. Get ourselves some snow blocks, and we've got a noise in my ear. It is Calteran. Calteran has subscribed. Thank you for so much subscribing. Thank you so much for subscribing, Calteran. Trying to talk too fast, aren't I? Do appreciate it. If you want to play in the Extreme UHC, go to asumavoid.com/extremeuhc and sign up today. Right, I'm not going to do anything along the lines of filling in this space. We're going to build it at this height here. There is a zombie who immediately spawns over there to make my adventures miserable as we get attacked over and over again, undoubtedly. Let's go with 9 of these to begin with, and we'll probably need more than 9. Let's go with 12. Before this chappie gets here, and he brings all his friends, because he's a social zombie, socially undead. Okay, and now we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 12 of those as well. Okay, are these the same materials I used in the tutorial? I got a feeling they're very similar. Alright, so we'll just start by putting these down in a diagonal. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did bring some water, that's good. Oh, here we go. It's going to be Night of the Living Dead out here. Impulse, I hope you're around. Can you sleep? Can you slep? Please, Impulse, if you're there, help us out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12. We'll go for that in this direction. And maybe... Oh, it's on, it's on. Yep, 1-0 Asuma. Oh, 1-0. 2-1. You're dead. Okay, so that was 12, 15. No, that's not how we count. 13, 14. Hello, spider. Ugh. Oh, God's sake, hit me from behind. What? What moved me forward? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think... Do you know what, actually... Materials might be the deciding factor here. Let's do this by the amount of materials I've got. So we'll start off by putting down all the spruce. Since we've done 12, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll start off with that being our limiting factor. We're also here to pick up some packed ice. It's good to see there's some left behind. Ponybutt says, Asuma math. 15 comes after 12. Forgive me. For I have to constantly talk while while I try to engage my brain with numbers. It is not terribly efficient way of doing things. Okay, so that's come out fairly good. Now I do have a whole stack of wood here. We'll probably get away with a fair bit more. I reckon we can get away with 18 actually. Now, yep, we've got one over there. That's actually the corner then. So yeah, I reckon 18 is going to be fine. Hello! Bam! In your face! In your face! Get out of here. What are you doing? Says Ash19454. I'm building an ice farm that we built in a tutorial recently. So we're actually going to go... Let's go to 15. Right, that'll do just fine, I think. 15. We'll ignore this. Creeper! He's coming to spoil our fun. No. No, you don't. You were damaged somehow, somewhere. Some way. Okay, now we need more like blocks just to place down underneath where these go. And that should work out fine. Did I answer the question? More of you are asking what I'm doing. I made an ice farm tutorial recently. We are now building the same farm that I built in the tutorial here on the Hermitcraft server. It's a very simple little thing to set up. And it really is, like, you don't even have to make it as big as this. This is a fairly server-friendly size, I guess, is the way I'd put it. Let's pick up... Oh yeah, we can use snow as well, which we're silk touching. It's good, so let's put some of that down. I think we'll probably fill in all the gaps, actually, because we can pick up plenty of blocks while we're here. So all of this will get filled up, and then birch will go on top. Alright, so over onto the other side. I guess that means we can place all of this down now, right? Yeah, that'll go just fine. And we're out of blocks. That's how good it'll be. Let's go get some more. So what are you all saying in chat then? Mumbles says, welcome back to the real internets. The real internets. Cheers, mate. Thanks for all the blocks. Appreciate it. Okay, and we can craft some blocks with these. Bam. 4 more blocks for us to place down. Very good. What language is X using? We are using pirate speak today. We're speaking the way of the pirate. This creeper, man. Why has it got to be night right now? Could really do with it not being night. We get over here after messing around in the nether for too long. And again, FIFA asks, what are you building? Everyone is asking what I'm building. It doesn't matter how many times I say what I'm building. Everyone wants to know. We're building an ice tray. Dude, this guy, stop being a sniper. Alright, and that guy is just running back and forth up there. Now he's dead. Good, good. No one likes a sniper skeleton. And they really are snipers now, aren't they? Anyway, we're filling these gaps. X, the ice farm doesn't look like the one in your tutorial, XVX Derp. How does it not look like the one in my tutorial? I failed you all. I failed you all. I am a terrible Minecrafter. Terrible, terrible Minecrafter. I've dug myself into a hole because I am ashamed. Why can I not think properly today? Why am I building this out of half slabs? Could someone please explain to me why I'm building this out of half slabs? Anyone? I don't know. I do not know why I am building this out of half slabs. I don't know. Luckily for me, we haven't really wasted any resources, have we? We've just... Why did I start building this out of half slabs? What else am I going to do today? Predictions. People, I'm taking bets. I'm taking bets. What other stupid things will X do in today's stream? Oh my god. Zombies go away. Zombies be gone. You're not welcome. Oh, too many of you. Too many. Another one. Get out of it. I don't want your carrots. Oh, another one. Please. Please. Zombie, please. What is going on? Let me build. Let me place my half slabs. My god. My god. Oh. The face palms are real. Oh, here we go. I can hear them scuffling behind me as well. It's a horde. They do this. They get in hordes. Oh my god. Dinnerbone, this is not fun. Why did you do this to us? Oh my god. Come on. Now the spiders are joining. What's going on? Lay off. Lay off. Stay out of it. The spiders are getting involved. Oh, and another one. Spider attack. Blooming hell. Oh, and another one. Oh, come on. It's relentless. Oh, Oh, get out of it. Man, the day couldn't... Hi! The day couldn't come sooner. It could not come any... Oh my god. Rubbish. At least we're getting some XP and some mending here. I'll be level 50 by the time this is over. No, I see you, Archer on the hill. My goodness. Right. Back to business. Let's get a whole bunch of those blocks. And I actually need to make them into half slabs, don't I? Because we got to finish slabbing. I can't believe I did that. What is wrong with me? What is wrong? Please forgive me, people. Brandy's son says, I caught a live stream. Woo, finally. I'm glad you caught the live stream, but you caught me on the worst of days. I don't know what I'm doing today. I don't know what I'm doing today. But, you know, we'll get back on track now anyway. Possibly. Before I do something stupid again. Again, bets in chat. How long till I do something stupid again? Anyway. Phil says, gets blown up while crafting. I could see that happening, to be fair. It would be a fitting end to our crazy night. To then come over here and it'll probably be night time again. Right, okay, we're done with the slabs. Put down a couple more there. To be fair, we do need to use slabs, just not yet. Okay, we'll keep going here. Cool Patrick says, hello you all, what did I miss? You missed me being a ridiculous derp and face palming. Face palming beyond belief is what I did. Man, I cannot believe I tried to build this thing at half slabs. You need to repair your pickaxe. That's why it's in my offhand, because we're repairing it with all the XP. Ilyashiva says Apple or Android. Neither. You shouldn't have brand loyalty. It's a bad thing. Don't pledge your loyalty to people who make money off of you, right? And people use... No, we will not go there. We'll not go there. We'll not go there. We'll not talk about how Apple make their products. No, we won't go there. Not today. Today's not one of those streams. What are you doing, says Aiden. Aiden, you must have tuned in recently, because for the last 10 minutes or so I've been explaining what I'm doing. And let's pick up some blocks so we can finish building this thing, just filling in all the little bits in the ground as well. We're building an ice farm, an ice tray. Cool, alright, not too much more of this we need now. What is in your loot bag, says Nasca Boy. What is my loot bag? Is that ender chest? I bet it's ender chest. I bet it is. Oh no, I've got to use all of these now. Because I already crafted them. How silly. Oh well. And we've got a hole here straight away. Xderp, you can craft planks in your inventory. You don't need to craft a crafting table. Good point, but we need that for slabs, because I've made slabs. And I did craft in my inventory, did I not, a moment ago? Anyway, forgive me. What kind of things have I done today, eh? Constant mistakes. XP there trying to get to me. Hi. Okay, this looks good. This is gonna go good now. We're on the track to success. You can put them upside down, says Pipeman. I could do that, couldn't I? I never like doing stuff like that, but it's not a bad idea. I'm just going to fill them in as if they were full blocks, you know. Where were you earlier, Pipeman? That was actually a really good idea. No more blocks, so we'll go in the direction where there isn't holes in the ground. Okay, good stuff. Let's get some more snow. I just noticed something, you can't silk touch snow layers, you get snowballs, you don't get the snow layer block. Now someone might consider that a bug. And Bram Neal is the 174th person to ask what am I building. We are still building what we were building the last 170 times I explained it. We're building an ice tray. Man, I've never been asked what I'm doing so much, I think, in a live stream. It's crazy. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I reckon about that much should be alright. We could have actually weighed it up against, look, 35, so we're going to need a couple more of those, at least. Although, no, they're the same amount are going to get placed down, of course they are. Because of maths. Because it's square. And all of that, alright. So now that we've got this in, now we actually need half slabs to go around the outside, can you believe it? What biome are we in? Ice plains spikes. That's gonna freeze. It's a cold biome. It's all good. Okay, so now I understand that there is trolling going on because the subtlety has been lifted. The 1 or 2 people that were asking what I were doing have now turned into hordes of people. Now, why is it that did I actually do math wrong there? Is there actually more birchwood here because we've got some gaps? Who knows? But either way, we've got to do what we've got to do. Let's put these in here. Just joined. What is he building? I can tell there's trolling going on now. And I'm in a hole. Great. Great, I'm in a hole. So for the outside of this, I think what we'll do is get snow to go all the way around. And then we'll surround it with some spruce and put some slabs on just like in the tutorial. Alright. What are you building? I have dementia, says Jack Green. Brilliant. Brilliant. Now everyone is just asking what I'm building. X, go to your nearest shoe shop and order a cheeseburger, and while you're there, get a new brain installed into your foot. That's some strange advice. Some strange advice. I think I'll pass on that one. Doesn't sound too smart. Right, and we'll dig out this little bit. Oh no. Along the side here as well then. Since it's all level. Good, good. Alright, and then spruce and then saplings. Slabs, there we go. So we're probably going to need a lot of that. Probably more than what I've got there. So everyone now in chat is saying what you're building. X, what aren't you building? I'm not building a roller coaster. We did that yesterday. Alright, the joke is over, I think. The joke is over. The Stellian is stepping in. Sub only for now. Yeah, chat is going very fast because everyone is joining in on the trolling, it seems. Which makes it very difficult to read chat. My chat moves fast. It means that as I look at it, it's already disappearing off the screen, which isn't great. I am getting a custom chat plugin built though that's going to help with that. I hope. Well, it should do. It's got lots of good ideas. Loot bag! There it is. I thought that might be ender chest, but there it is. Loot bag. Okay, now we'll go around filling all of this. We're actually building it correctly. Believe it or not, we're almost done here. I know it's taken me a long time and I've done it in the derpiest way possible. But there you go. What have I done? Oh. I was just thinking about when I resigned to a hole in the ground. I was like, nope, something's wrong today. Something is wrong. Okay, so the next thing for us to do is to make all of this 2 blocks off the ground. Now, actually 3 blocks would be better. Now, I think the best way to place this is to break your shins. Might actually be to do this. Yeah, I think that's going to be easier, and then just break them after, which means we'll probably need to craft more than we actually use, which is fine, because it gets the job done. So now all of these are going to go. Yeah, that'll work out just fine. It looks like a chessboard, says Scotty No Noose. A chessboard is 8 by 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll do. It's the place to be. That's way more than what we needed, really, isn't it? Clearly more than what we needed. Oh well, I'll use them up, I'm sure, with time. I always hate like crafting too many of an item. I always try to get the exact amount when you build something. But the thing is, chances are you're going to end up using them later anyway. So these will just go in a chest and get used up at some other time. Okay, and bam, there you go, all the way to the corner. And that's it, we've built an ice tray. All it needs now is water, and it will probably start freezing like practically immediately. So we can hunt down some packed ice, which there is plenty of. Man, my inventory is full of junk. And there we go, I only brought 1 bucket with me. That wasn't very smart. Where can I find some water then? Because all of this is packed ice. I didn't think this through, did I? I didn't think it through. Alright, just over here. You should make Red Nomster's checkerboard. Also, when will you update to 1.9.1? Rocky Avalon, 1.9.1 isn't out yet. Still waiting for it to be released because the pre-releases are apparently really bad. I don't know if they're going to address pistons or any of these like big bugs. They seem to just, I don't know, get their hands on a couple of small bugs each time. You can stack your fish, free up an inventory slot. Brilliant, thanks for pointing that out. X, you can add a little bar on top that tells people what you are building. I could do that, couldn't I? But I think people are actually just trolling me. As to, oh yeah, it needs to sort of be at that height then, doesn't it? And if it's at, man, what a waste. If it's at this height here, then you don't need the blocks there because you won't even see them. I'm going to come back here and take those back at some point. I'm going to go, no. No, you don't. Look, I told you it would start freezing quickly, didn't I? Anyway, let's just get it all sort of going. Just chuck it down like this. It'll figure itself out pretty quick. Right, and that's it. All the way over? No? Still something missing somewhere. Thought that would have filled up by now, actually. No, something missing. Oh, there it goes. Right, from one corner to the other, and we got this here. Excellent. The ice tray is now good, and it'll start freezing. It'll freeze faster at night as well, so that's cool. Okay, I can't believe I wasted that. I might actually take all of that wood back now. In fact, I think I will. If we take it back and move it out by one, then that'll be the proper edge of it, right? And soon, the hordes of bad guys will be upon us, and we'll have to move out of here and get some packed ice, I think. But this thing is freezing. You can see it there doing its thing. Right, that's much better. I'm going to leave a gap there. I can't be bothered now. At this point, I can't be bothered. Alright. Hey X, how's your evening going? It's going great. Thanks for asking. Having a fun stream. A fun and ridiculously derpy stream. So a lot of that stuff was also slabs, wasn't it? Basically. I think. That's where all the blocks went. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I can hear loads of noises in my ear from all the people following. Thank you for following me here on Twitch. If you are from YouTube, thank you for coming over and checking out what we do. I stream pretty much every other day. And if you're here from Twitch, be sure to check out my YouTube. That is the primary thing that I do. I just sort of do a little bit of streaming, as I said, every other day on the side. So yeah, anyway, hope you're all enjoying it. And of course, hit that follow button if you haven't done so already. Why did you make a checkerboard pattern? Because it's nicer than doing something completely plain, in my opinion. The checkerboard just makes it a little bit more interesting. And we got a noise in my ear here. It is a donation from Leia saying, don't read to chat. Okay, I will not read to chat. I will have a quick read while I try and place blocks at the same time. That's not going to work, is it? I'll read this message quickly. Oh, apparently we just hit 2,000 viewers. 2,100 viewers, even. Thank you, everyone, for coming by. Leia, thank you for your message. I hope your day can be a little bit brighter. And I hope that you enjoy this live stream and have a good time as we hang out here, being derpy and ridiculous on the Hermitcraft server. Bam. Right, last slab. One slab left over. Not good, not good. We'll throw that one away. Oh, wait, what's... Oh, yeah, they've all got different names that confuse me. Helmet of Gold, Black Powder, Rod of Flames, Cheap Rope, Spider Eyeball. I like it. Okay. Almost done here now. So how is it looking? It's looking like it's got a fair few bits of ice around the outside. And there we go. And now you can actually get up and on this thing. Amazing. Yeah, so that'll slowly spread into the middle. And that'll help it all go. Oh, night passed by. Someone must have slept in the bed. Either way, we've got a Suma's Keeper here, and we're going to go grab some packed ice next, which is on our list. We also got to throw away loads of ridiculous items that we don't need, which will include some string, some spider eyes, some black powder, helmets of gold. Is that all the spruce I have left, really? It might not even be worth holding on to. Right, all of that can go on the ground, and we're good to continue. Man, there is so much of this stuff. It's not the biggest of biomes. If I were Wells Knight, I would have probably gone over here and got every single little bit of it and created a monopoly, because I won't need to buy some from him again. Although, to be fair, I kind of really like buying things from people this season, so I'm probably not going to get a lot. Joined T-Game. Joined T-Game. Ja, falsy. Yar, falsy. Should be like, what? Actually, that's what people are used to me being goofy on here, so they'll just be like, oh, that's X, that's normal X. There you go, dot dot dot. What are you doing? What are you on about? Oh man, what is with this like half-mined stuff right here? This is all good packed ice. What are you playing at? Reduced prices. 64 steak for 1 diamond, says Joe Hills. Oh, I need to buy some of that. I need to buy some of that. Yeah, I've been on the fish for too long. Bit of a fish diet only, so maybe I'll try some steak. That sounds good, Joe. Oh my god, the ice is real. Joe, do you want any ice? I could buy some for ice as well, maybe. I'll go back and get a diamond at some point. Oh, this is just easy pickings now, isn't it? Once you got the silk touch and the instant mine. There's so much of this stuff here. I don't really need to be here for too long. Right, that's clearly enough for any future projects that come up. So I'd say pretty successful. Let's get ice. Hello. Hi. Let's pick all this up and let the ice tray refill. So this here, in a way, is sort of like an ice tray. If we were to fill in the middle here, oh look, that bit already melted, with blocks, fill in the floor with blocks, then we would be creating another ice tray of sorts. Would be pretty cool. Anyway, we'll take this for now. All of this stuff is great. Some more packed ice as well. Man, there's loads of it here. Just waiting to be taken. And we're all good in the hood. That's it, we're done. And we've got room to pick up more. You can instant mine it again, says Flippino. We always could instant mine it. When could we not have instant mined it? Mumbo has a chicken shop, says Evolving. I know. The price is 10 iron. I have no iron. I have no iron in which to buy it, really. The iron that I have is just for whatever comes up. I've got very little of it. Let's go up here. Alright, let's eat some fish. Awesome pickaxe, X, says XD. Absolutely, isn't it awesome? It's amazing. It's called a Suma's Keeper. Right, and I'm going to leave the ice tray now. That can stay there. That's going to do a good job. This is, if you want to build this, there's a tutorial on YouTube if you go on my channel. And the idea is real simple. These ones can't freeze in the middle. So when you take all the ice back, it's just going to form water outwards from the middle. Which is really cool. And it's a really good design. Okay. So somewhere up here is the way out. And there it is. Bam. And through we go. Nice music, says Hippie Gans. We're listening to Lord Leviticus. Hope you're enjoying it. X, look at your fish. Smoked kipper. Yes, we got that one earlier. I don't remember walking past some... Oh, okay. Something happened there. Is this a different... Yes, this is a different nether portal. It's a different tunnel. Wow, look at that glowstone. Oh, that is absolutely there for the taking. But there's absolute death below it, so we won't bother with that. No thanks. No thanks at all. R5 Dad said, I took that concept and made a spleef arena. Yeah, you can make a spleef arena with ice quite easily, couldn't you? In fact, you could use an ice making machine to automatically make the thing. The thing. I'm assuming this way's back. I don't know whose tunnel this is, but they don't seem to know about the one in the ceiling. They've dug their own through unsafe territory. I want to know where this goes. Just a random portal here. When are you guys going to the end, says Joven? No idea. We've got our meeting coming up soon. I imagine we'll discuss it then. Oh, wow. Oh, right. Someone didn't know about the desert biome. There's another one here. Oh, well. Snoop Logg says, third place in the Minecraft section. Hooray. We were second earlier, and now we got more viewers. And we're third. I don't know what's happening. Someone else is streaming. It's all good, though. I mean, I'm just happy to stream. It's nice to know that stuff, though, so thanks for letting me know. The Wither Twitch is, hey, just joined. Welcome to the stream, buds. Impulse's Village. Please do not enter. I've got a feeling we're getting a bit turned around here. We're not going in the right direction. Yeah, that number shouldn't be going up. That should be going down. And we should be heading left. So we need to go back a bit and then left, I reckon. You can use slime blocks for spleef. It's Mr. Nugget. You must have not seen the last season of Hermitcraft where I built a... we called it Jello spleef. It was like a big bowl full of slime blocks and we played spleef games with it. It was really cool. Joe Hill says there was a sign that said it was the mining desert a long time ago. Alright. Oh wait, this is where you died, Joe. Joe Hill's Memorial Guardrail. Absolutely. That was hilarious. Joe just came round here and turned like it was a pathway and just fell down. Oh, it's funny. The Zima says let's X-raid Falls. Not while we're streaming. We do that when we're done streaming. Do you not know how these things work? Alright, we're going to drop some things back off at my base, then we're going to focus on dyes. So, on my list, we have successfully built an ice tray and mined packed ice. That one gets ticked off. And we got a resubscribe here. It is Randy Nicole. Randy Nicole, 2002. Resubscribing for 11 months in a row. Absolutely epic support. Thank you so much. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I hope you have a great time with today's stream and check out the Extreme UHC at consumervoid.com/extreme. I've said it so many times that my brain just gets confused. It's like, I don't know, it's like when someone asks you your birthday, you always go, it's like you don't really need to think about it. Yeah, so assumeavoid.com/extreme UHC, it's on the 2nd of April at 7 PM GMT. There you go. Right, we said the things. We're going to chuck our ice in here. We already had a little bit of that actually, which I brought from the shop. And chuck some things up here if there's room. These are my sort of currently operating from junk chests. Jungle timber logs. Right, and now we've got to go fetch all the dyes. Fetch all the dyes. Bowram says, what's the plan for this stream? Well, we done one part of our plan, which was to get packed ice and ice. We need a diamond. In fact, I'm going to get a couple of diamonds. In fact, I might as well just stock up on some steak here. Let's have a look. We got diamonds there. We got diamonds up here. Let's go buy some steak from Joe. X, repair the pick in your offhand. Oh, that's why it's in my offhand, to get repaired. As we... people demanding me to repair stuff. Repair it. It's there so it gets repaired with the XP we get. The Temporizer says, is it confirmed that an array of pistons are bugged in 1.9? There's no confirmation. Mojang don't really communicate what they know about. They don't seem to be aware of a lot of stuff the community knows about. They need to employ someone to communicate between community and developers, because the developers seem like drop in and talk to the community and hear from some certain people from time to time. But they're not aware of some of the more important stuff that can't get to them, like all these game-breaking bugs that they basically pissed off a lot of redstoners with this update because all contraptions are breaking left, right, and centre. Right? They got to think about that. I think. I mean, I'm not too fast. I don't mind stuff breaking myself, but I've noticed that there's not a lot of redstoners uploading as many videos anymore because all the stuff's broken and. What am I doing? Come on, focus. We're going this way, I think. No. We're going down here and left. Right. Yes, anyway, right. I was starting to rant a bit there. I think that Mojang should get in touch with various people in the community. I can think of a few people who are very in touch with what's going on. Falk says, pissed off, rude. You could have said peeved. Pissed off is one of those ones. It annoys some people, and others it don't. I don't. I don't really have an opinion on it too much. It's just the word serves a purpose. I don't think it's swearing particularly. Maybe it is. I don't know. Either way, I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just, they're angry. They're annoyed. It's happened before in the past, Anyway, I'm subscribed to a lot of YouTube channels, and a lot of them are redstoners, contraption makers, and it's been really quiet since 1.9 has come out. Now, I'm not saying that's directly because of that. It's just something I've noticed, really. I thought I'd mention. Okay, so we've got to make all the different dye colours, and 2 of each is our next objective. So let's start off with, right, 2 of those, and 2 of them. and then 2 ink sacs. So there's like the 4 greys. Let's actually get that right out of the way. Oh, we can see all the names of them. Dio Mist, Dio Fog, Mashed Bones, Kraken's Paint. There you go, folks. Says read the die colours. You read my mind. 1000 Galaxy says X, you need to repair your pick. The subtlety is gone. The subtlety is gone. I've caught on to what you're doing. Right, now some of you will say, oh, you know, save some dies. You should have done both of those orange. I'm not bothered. I'm here to dye sheep, and we're going to do it. Right. First 4 colours are done. Excellent. You missed my donation message, buddy, says Meech. Let's have a look. Meech. Oh, I did. I'm so sorry. Let me read that out quickly as I stand next to this crafting table. That's where we were going to. So Meech says, Asuma, I am always enjoying your streams, and I am in awe of the mods being able to keep up with chat. They must sit in a dark room with a large scotch after. I hope you have a lovely evening, and thank you. Appreciate the donation, buddy, and the kind message. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the stream. And absolutely right, yeah, the moderators here are fantastic. I do say it from time to time. Probably don't say it enough. Estellian and Make It Rain do a terrific job. You guys have no idea. I streamed before they were here, and it was not the same as like when they started helping out. And it made a big difference, and I was like, wow, it's really something to have these people here who sort of care about what you're doing and help inform other people, you know. They may be my moderators, but they're your moderators as well. That's how I see it. It's like a community, and they're here helping you every single stream. It's really, really something. So thank you again. Let's see some hearts in chats for our lovely moderators here. Come on. Hearts in chat. That's a false thing, by the way. Like, you see other people doing it, and you're like, I like that. I'm going to say that. Oh, because I know someone's going to go, oh, you stole that from False. Right, we need to get more cactus at some point. And we've got another noise in here. Let's go up and read this one right here. We've got a donation from BS Chief Keef. Chief Keef, a rapper who I need to listen to at some point. Do you know if Tango has fixed his illegal automatic tree farm yet? Ah, well, if he's fixed it or not, well, actually, if he's fixed it, it's working. So what I was going to say didn't make any sense in my head. I do not know that he's fixed it. I highly doubt it, as I believe the fault lies with the 1.9 update and the way pistons are very buggy. And we have a wall of hearts in chat right now. It's going crazy. It's nice to see. Oh, yeah, sorry, Chief Keith, thank you for the donation. Hope you have a great time with the stream. Yeah, I don't think it's fixed. I think it's very unlikely it will get fixed, unfortunately. So here's another die that we can make. 2 of those. 2 of those. I sort of want to do it without missing any of them, so I'm trying to group the colours in my mind together a little bit. So let's go with those 3. Next. Orange would be another one. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to rainbow these perfectly, but we'll get there. We'll figure out all the dyes, I reckon. So there goes those. Oh, Paint the Ocean! I forgot to read the names. We've got another light blue. We've got to make... Oh, we'll skip light blue. Dino Sai. Excellent. Oh. Oh, did we not finish doing what we're supposed to do over here? Okay, apparently Right, we bred some. We need to breed their numbers up again. Okay, okay. So we've got 8 over there. And then I guess we should probably just chuck these in a chest and go get some wheat. That sounds like a smart idea at this point. Do we have another noise in here? I thought I heard a noise. We've got yet another one. It's going crazy. There's still hearts everywhere in chat. Mundane there with a heavy question. I'm going to avoid that stuff today, Mundane. There'll be a time and a place. I feel like today's not that day to go into those sorts of topics. But I will... Well, maybe it is. I don't know. The problem is, if I do that stuff, everyone will either love it or hate it. And then... I don't know, sometimes I think, you know, you guys come here from Minecraft, let's just do Minecraft. Anyway, we've got a donation here from Oberon SVK saying, Hi Asuma, love your videos and streams, keep up the good work and have a lovely evening. Thank you so much, buddy, for the kind message and the donation. I hope you enjoy the stream too. It's gone well so far. We now need to go get some wheat. Some wheat, which shouldn't be too difficult. And we got a good drop by Joe's shop as well. Rocky Avalon says, X, I'm 95% sure Tango's farm is fixed in the snapshots. That's interesting. I'll have to look that up, I guess. Haskavo says you can move them easier with a leash. You are right, I think. I think a leash would be good. Apparently the donation bar has broken. Congratulations, people. Successfully breaking the donation bar once again. I don't know what happens when it breaks, actually, to an extent. Yeah, it just goes blank, doesn't it? Weird. That is really odd. I don't know why it does that. I just do not know. So we've got to go get some wheat. Some wheat and also some leashes now as well. What's the name of the song playing, says DFTB. Man, it's one of my favourites. Ooh. It's one of my favourites. It is Baliraland, I do believe. Yep, Baliraland. And there's some beautiful singing in this. But first of all, got to say, epic, absolutely amazing thank you to Missima. I say it different every time, don't I? You know that by now. Missima_0 for resubscribing for 12 months in a row. A year. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. And I hope you have another another fantastic year. If you choose to stay subscribed, I hope you do. I will be streaming for another year, I am sure. I'm loving this. I don't see anything changing anytime soon. But yeah, thank you so much. It's really appreciated. What are we looking for? I'm getting all confused. All sorts of turned around, upside down. I think I know now. Vast container. Leashes. I think I had leashes here, but we can make them anyway with some of that and some string. Now, where be my string? Can I actually access my string chest, like, by doing this? Oh, because I don't want to do spoilers. Right, so try not to do spoilers. Let's go... Oh, there's spoilers here. Okay, how's that? Bam. Avoiding spoilers. Ponybutt says, Folks, Mace was the first to a year, if I recall correctly. Yeah, Mace was the first, I'm pretty sure. Now, how did this work again? Or was it like that to that? Oh dear. Oh dear. Chat's going to explode with suggestions. I can almost hear it. Or was it in that corner you have to do it? Man, I can't remember how to make a lead. Someone tell me, please. Someone please tell me. Gonna have submittee. Alright, let's see. X switch to lolcat. We're gonna do pirate today. Floatmaster says slime in middle. As soon as you said that, it pictured in my head as being like that. That isn't it, is it? Everyone's now just saying slime in middle, slime in middle. And what's the arrangement around it? Wait. What? Did I not? So not. Wait, did I must have just not been paying attention. Okay. What if it's mirrored? Huh, okay. So I just wasn't paying attention for a moment there. Let's get 4 of those. Bam. Oh, and yeah, like that. Cool. Cool. Right, you go up there. Just chuck that in a random chest. I got another noise in my ear here. It is a donation. By the way, amazing vocals at this point in the song. Love it. Usually I stop talking at this point, but I talked over it. Digital Sketch, who I met the other day, nice chap, says, thanks for the videos on creating custom loot tables from the Mumbo staff. Absolutely no problem at all, buddy. Glad that works out for you. Thank you so much for the donation. For all of you watching who are like, what's this about? Digital Sketch is from Mumbo's Patreon server, and I was helping him out with understanding loot tables, or you know, how to get loot tables, because they've had a great idea. I hope I'm not inspiring. Where did the ins come from? I hope I'm not spoiling your idea by sharing it, because it's a great one. Like, people should know. But what they're doing on Mumbo's Patreon server is putting elytras as loot that you can find. Like loot that you can find in chests, you know, very rare loot, but you can find the elytra because they're on a server, lots of people are playing, and it's going to be difficult for everyone to get an elytra. So it's a really good solution to a problem that we've done differently on here. We've done it by Ender Dragon will drop an elytra on death, which is also a cool way of doing it. Right, let's grab ourselves some wheat. There's a machine for it, but we're going to do it the old school way. Punch fist. Bam. Give me all of that. And we've got a replant as well. And there's loads of red dye there, because beetroot is used as red dye, which is interesting. Dingle Flopper says wheat and steak. Oh yes, we've got to go get our steak as well. I keep forgetting on that one. We'll definitely do that. Golden Miru says, hello, hello, Asuma. I was here at the start, but I left to eat some yummy Yorkshire puddings. So what have you been doing? Yorkshire pudding, sounds nice. We have been doing all sorts of bits and bobs, and me probably derping a lot. We built an ice tray, that worked out well. We're now doing some dyeing, and we've got to breed up some animals here as well. Oh, it looks like Iskal didn't do this little bit. Let's quickly sort that out. There we go. Alright, and then fill in all of this little gap. Good, good, good. That seems to be everything. Seeds can go in there. Nice. Looks like other people have left their wheat behind. We'll leave that there, though. It's not mine. Oh, there's Impulse. Quick, give him a slap. Got to give Impulse a slap. Ah, I can't run. I can't run. I'm in the water stream. What's going on? He's going to see me now. He's going to see me before I can run up behind him and give him a slap. I want to knock him off the hill. Right now. Come on, come on. Impulse. You're going off the hill. He's got thorns. Oh, he knows I'm joking. He knows I'm joking. I should really help him back up. He's going to shoot me. That was actually, like, quite inconsiderate. I'll give him some dirt. Oh, no, he's got a way back up. I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm going to blame you guys. That's my get out of jail free card. Stream said I should do it. Oh. There we go, all good. Impulse is doing some amazing stuff here. Amazing stuff. What is that green cube? That's a prank, isn't it? Because it's made out of slime balls, so it's easy to gather resource. Yeah, I don't want to do spoilers, but we've seen it. I want to suss out whose base that is, and then we'll know who to keep an eye on. Is that Wells? It's Wells Knight. It's Wells Knight House. Okay. So you guys know to go check out one of Wells Knight's videos. He's been pranked. I don't know when that'll be up. I mean, we saw it. We couldn't avoid that. But now you know who to go look for. Flippino says that's a Monopoly reference. Is it? What is the reference? By the way, this song we're listening to right now, a really moody intro. There's false, but then it busts into some amazing stuff. Golden pants. Yeah, this song's gonna go amazing. Everyone's saying, "Hey, Impulse." There you go. Oh, maybe Impulse is in chat. Maybe he's loaded it up. That would make more sense to me now. It's not often that chat tries to communicate like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, spoilers! Actually, did that come out already? I think no, that comes out tomorrow. More spoilers. Now, the amazing part of the song. It is a beautiful song. Alright, so we're going to go over here and buy some steak. Coal? No, don't want that. Aha! There we go. This is supposed to be a smiley face, isn't it? And it looks a little bit odd. Let's take these. Bam! There you go. Half diamond smile right there. Actually, I think it looked funny with a little nose of diamond. There you go. Awesome. We now got food for days. Good stuff. More spoilers. Let's look down. I'm forgetting about all the stuff I've done. It's one of the problems with YouTube and streaming is that you have to do your YouTube videos like days ahead, you know. Because if ever you're ill, you need to be able to catch up. Spiker M says, X, do you mean song or music? You mean a song? Oh yeah, I'm talking about the music that's playing. It isn't a spoiler, it's an exclusive preview, says Eckert. I like that attitude. I like that. That's a nice way of looking at it. Exclusive preview. Tesla says, this is a question for mods or X. Whoever reads this, when you subscribe, do all the $5 go to Asuma or does Twitch take a cut? And is it the same with donations? Unlikely. Tesla, I think the Twitch thing is something like 50-50 Twitch and the streamer. If you have more subscribers, then they actually give you more of the cut, but there's like a threshold somewhere. And with donations, I think stream... Oh, we got to the wrong place. I think they used to take a 1% cut, but now they take nothing. So donation, I think, is 100% now. But you got a government takes tax on it as well, and PayPal does its little conversion fees. Whenever you make money in this world, there'll be people putting their hands in your pocket. There's nothing truer than that. And the taxman is obviously the one we're probably all familiar with. Seb says, X, I like your music taste, no singing. Yeah, I actually pick a lot of instrumental stuff. That's sort of just by chance in a way, I guess. Or maybe not. Maybe not. But yeah, I always put on instrumental stuff, don't I? Kind of works, actually. Going to make sense, a lot of sense when you're streaming. Right, so what are we doing over here? There's no spoilers over here. We're going to breed sheep and we're going to drag them around to the other areas. So I'm not going to breed them up until they've all got their colours sorted out. I think that's the best way to go about doing it. And we've got some... Can they breed through the wall? Let's see if they breed through the wall. Yep, they're going to have humpy time through the wall. Bam! Did you see that? Through the wall. Magic. Alright, now if we're going to wait for these to grow up... Oh look, that one just grew up right as we came over here. How many can we take out at the moment? We can take out... Oh, we could let the others grow up. So we can take out 2, 5, 7... Now we need 8. So if we bred one of these other ones, okay, we've got enough to do it. We'll breed you guys, and then we'll leave the breeding to another day. Fulk says humpy time, really? I've been watching this show called The Last Kingdom, and they always call it humpy time or something similar. They just call it humping. It increases me up. Anyway, right, we've got to get this guy through to the other bit. I think for this one, we can just make a little connection like that. However, I'm gonna go grab some walls, or craft them even. Have we got any in here? Yeah, we've got loads. That's gonna be more convenient. This song is amazing, by the way. Just saying. Chubster Gaming says, Asuma, why not take some of the sheep from your sheep farm at base instead of breeding? You may need the leads. Well, it's a long way to bring them over here. We've already got sheep here to breed, and I still use that farm. It's convenient. It's useful. Hi, I'm sorry to separate you. But this is your new home... Oh, he wants to go that way. Guy, got to come this way. He's going to run back. I can't win. Quick, he's distracted. No. Bam. Look at those skills. Oi, no. Stay right there. Stay right there. Go on, back in you go. Back in you go. Kuya says, are the Logfellas anything to do with Tango's tree farm? No, that is a genuine server issue. That's not to do with us. Your Spondital says, oh, The Last Kingdom is based on a really good book. It's also based on, what it's about. The Danes, the Scandinavian Vikings invading England. Right, so 2 of these just go straight through to that side. That should be fairly straightforward. Now, when I swap over to my wheat, they try and move over quickly. It's quite funny. There we go, that was quick. Yeah, and the show Vikings I've been watching as well. I'm really into that sort of stuff. The show Vikings is about the similar group of people like Ragnar Lothbrok and such. It's interesting stuff. Acecraft is streaming, says, hey X, are you going to do a tutorial for the commands used on the server? Ace, when they are finished, I will happily be doing a tutorial. And we're now listening to The Necromantic Stronghold. What a name for a song. Citycrafts LP says, hey X, some Minecraft facts for you. 1, you can get water from cooking a wet sponge in an oven. I knew that. 2, you can craft the new stone types with cobble and quartz. I knew that. And 3, a fully repaired mending armor still consumes XP levels instead of using all of the XP. Wait, what was that last one? A fully repaired mending armor still consumes XP levels instead of using all of the XP to repair tools. Now, are you saying that even though it's fully repaired, it will... Oh, spikes. Cannon proof. Blockades. Wind in your breeches. That's great. Mermaid legs. Blockades. Amazing. Fish breathing. Rudder lover. That's great. If so, That's interesting. What I know it to be as is that the XP that you get goes to one thing at a time, and let's say you need one bit of repairing but you've got 10 XP, it will use all 10 XP to do one bit of repairing and it won't share it with anything else. Hello little fella, he seems keen to get out of here. Right. Oh, it's the wheat. It's because I scrolled over to the wheat for a second. Quick, quick, quick. Now that might attract the little one out of here, but it didn't. Amazing. So now we can walk them down here. Alright. This is extremely easy. I thought this would be more of a hassle, but it's not. We should have used leads to begin with. That's what we should have done. What's this? There's the mods saying to keep the chat PG, but there's Asuma talking about humping. Asuma logic. Well, I'm not a fan of censorship, you know. I was talking about whatever we're talking about. I think it's fine to talk about stuff in that manner. That's PG to me. I don't know. Everyone will have an opinion. Anyway. X, try and take the wheat in the left hand. And the... Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, wait, that's a good point. Oh, they follow wheat in your offhands. That's amazing. That's a 2-no tip right there. That needs to go on some sort of video. I need to make a note of that. That's another tip that needs to be shared. Man, I need to get all these tips down. You guys should help me. Because we find a lot of them and talk about them in these streams. If you've got any 1.9 tips, let's get them all in a video already. I've got loads scattered over my lists. That's another one that needs to go on them. And I've probably talked about some I've forgotten to write down. Feel free to tweet me though, because as always you guys can tweet me information, ideas. A lot of videos I've done recently have been from people tweeting me cool stuff to share, or like discussing ideas and stuff, which is really cool. There we go. Alright, so these two are now coming all the way down the end here. Make a myth busting on animal herding, says Laurent Pavot. I wouldn't call it myth busting. I mean, I could make like a guide, a recommended way to herd animals, you know, tips and tricks. Say, hey, you know, leads are actually really good if you use them like this, and if you've got tons and tons of animals, use wheat. You can put it in your offhand, you know. Myth busting is more like when you see a common misperception. For example, let's say everyone believes mending does something or other, and I realise, oh no, wait a minute, mending doesn't actually do that. Then I'd make a myth busting about it. It's like you show what's wrong and then you show what's right to some extent. And sometimes it's not quite like that. Sometimes it's just like, hey, there's this thing in the game, let's find out about it. But little things like that would go into a tips and tricks kind of video. It's Minecraft Science. You have that playlist. Yes, I do, Super Taurus. That was when I was going to rename myth busting to Minecraft Science. I did 2 videos of Minecraft Science and then went back to myth busting. Because technically you could say, you know, myth busting has 2 more episodes in a way. Have you ever done a podcast? If not, do one with Mumbo. Squirrels, podcasts are interesting. I think I'd like to do a podcast, but I don't know who I'd do the podcast with. I think if I were to do a podcast, I'd rather not do it as Asuma and do one with my friends in like some other part of the internet, but because it uses my voice. It'll just get linked. G-Stav says, Asuma, did you know that sugarcane grows faster on Snad? Snad is a mod that adds a block that actually grows sugarcane quicker. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Thanks for letting me know. That's quite cool, actually. I like they called it Snad. Stephen Miner says, what is a podcast? It's basically an audio recording that's a radio show. Or the equivalent of the format of a radio show, right? So it's like one that you don't have to tune into. You download it and listen to it, and it's called a podcast. Anyway, my inventory's a little bit full, so we've now got all of our sheep. We can dye them all. So we've done our... No, we've done this row here, and then I was going to dye some of the other ones, and I've confused myself. Are they actually all full up, the pens? Yes, they are. No, there's just one in the end one. Yeah, there's just one here, so we missed one. Or did we always need one more? I think we always need one more. Nope, there's one here. Quick, let's snatch it. Oh, terrible joke. Bam. See you later. It's getting dragged along. Right, meet your new friends. You two are going to get along because you're the same. Well, actually, no. That sounded harmless, and I was about to say it, and I was like, actually, that's sort of deeply racial. I'm not going to say that. Oh. Monkey Micho says, X, if you have 5 different mending items, does everything get repaired? Or is it one of them? I really want to know. It does one thing at a time, I'm pretty sure, from what I've seen. I want to see what chat says to that. That was funny. X skirting the racist line there. So close, says Folks. Now, it's not racist. I was going to say you'll get along, you're the same colour. Just being playful. Just being like, oh, you know, you're a cyan sheep, that's a cyan sheep. But yeah, there's some deep, like, racial issues going on underneath that statement. I was not trying to be in any way like that. I was just being a little derp. Alright. Site Iras says, do you have any tips for a new YouTuber? We could get onto that topic in a moment. But first of all, I need to concentrate. We need some cactus. Let's go get some cactus dye. We're going to need more of that. Going to pop up here. Yeah, okay, so tips for new YouTubers. My tip is to have fun. Honestly, make videos. Make sure you have fun making them. Don't have ambitions of, I want to be a big YouTuber, I want loads of views. You'll fail. You'll fail miserably if you do that. You have to have fun. Got to have fun doing YouTube. And then if anything else happens after that, it's all good. But the fun is the most important thing. They are the same wall colour, says Cwis1556. Yes, that's the point I was going to make. Okay, so where are we going to? We are going to yellow. Yellow's the place. You're only 14 pens. I think you're right. I think we might have miscounted them. Because we did 4 colours and then another 7. Huh. I think you're absolutely right there. Well, we'll soon find out. We're over here. There's Jevons Castle. And this is the place we're coming to. Right, so, oh, they go over this direction. Bam! I don't think this thing's been loaded too much. So we'll take these bits. Vast container! And then we'll head back over. What are you building, X? Says Ron here. We're not actually building anything, we're just herding sheep. Seb says, I saw you on the server this morning. Yep, I was on play.asumavoid.com all day today pretty much, or all morning. Morning, midday, early evening sort of time. I'll be on there a lot lately. Ham the man says, Asuma, mending does not go to only your items that need repair, it goes to random mending items and then to your XP pool. So if you're wearing full mending, then fully repaired and holding a nearly dead sword, there's a 20% chance the XP will go to your sword. That doesn't sound right at all, because I've done some crude testing, and what I've observed is that it does either or. Like it will go into your XP. Actually, I can't really 100% remember what I observed. The one thing that I did definitely figure out though is that if it needs to do one bit of durability, all of the XP orb you pick up goes to that one durability, even though it can technically do more. It doesn't go to your XP bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Absolutely right. We managed to build 7 pens. So we better go over here and build another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then come down. Okay, an extra sheep pen there. So we're not done just yet, are we? Ouch. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down here. Okay, good. We need some carpet, though, is the thing. Revolve says, hey X, how's your day? My day's good, thanks for asking. I think we've got a thing with the command block. The module isn't working at the moment, because I don't know why. It works. We tested it. It worked fine, and then it stopped. Hey X, are you running Spigot or Bucket? Seb, this is just a vanilla server. It's not either of those. Oh yeah, we need to cook up the the cactus in the oven. Hi, go away. See you later. And then we need to breed some more sheep. Let's see if the ones down this end can breed, so we can get them over to their pens quicker. Yep, you can. You can. Excellent. And then we need like another group. Yep. Yep. Right, now we need to move these around, which we're going to do with some... Oh, do you know what? Night of the Living Dead time. Go away. Right, Impulse is trying to sleep in the bed. Sleeping in the bed would clear the weather. Therefore, slash clear. No, slash weather. Oh, he's going to kill me. Clear. Bam. Go away. Go away. Go away. It's not cheating. He slept in the bed, alright? He slept in the bed. There we go. Okay, so... Right, we're going to take, the lead. The lead. I don't want this wheat in my hand now because it's going to distract them. And I do want some food, so we'll get some food there. Timely Master says, poor zombie only wanted a hug. I think he also wanted to set me on fire. Bart says, X, maybe listen to some music of Tisto. Army... Oh, wait, that moved too quickly for me. If ever you got recommendations for music, just tweet them to me. That's usually how I get hold of some music. Someone tweeted me something in the Club of Gore. Doom Jazz, thank you for tweeting that at me. That, whoever it was, is absolutely my cup of tea. I've been listening to one of those records a lot. A lot. It is good stuff. If you're watching, cheers. Absolutely my cup of tea. Also, someone got me into a group called The Future Sounds of London. Another recommendation from Twitter. Thank you if you're watching. Another brilliant record there that I really like. No, no. Got to stay in here. He wants to go. This one doesn't care. He's actually close to his parents, that's why. Now I can... Almost, if I had the wall. Bam! Look at that. Pro placing skills. Impulse bailed ship. That's amazing. I like that one. Don't try to escape. Don't try to escape. Bam. Meech says, boom, signed up for the UHC. Prepare yourself for the pain, Suma. Well, Meech, you might be on my team if you selected me as your YouTuber. Yugi says, Lil Wayne, question mark. I like Lil Wayne on the records I've heard him in, like Chopper City, and a few of the stuff he done with the other Cash Money artists, like in the 90s, 97, 98 kind of era. But I'm yet to listen to one of his own records. But I'm aware he's a sort of rapper that attracts hate and bipolarizes opinions. I don't really care for that. I'm just like, hey, I'll listen to someone and see what they're about. But I liked his stuff that he did with BG and some of the other Cash Money artists. Fulks says, mods, someone link UHC thingy, please. Fulks, have you not signed up already? What is going on? What is going on? Fulks hasn't signed up. Come with me. Come with me. Going to bring you to a lovely new pen. Okay, and you two shall join thee. Right, now I'm a little... No. You're not allowed out. You're not... Get back in. Get back in. I tell you what. Go wandering. Don't go too far. Have your little time outside of the pen. You'll be back in no time. What do you think about Kendrick Lamar, says Loonscape. Looks like we're going to go on a musical thing. I really like the bloke. I think he's not only a very talented artist, I think he's got his head in the right place when it comes to spreading a message with his music. And of what I've seen of him, like, I'm not an expert, haven't seen tons of stuff. He seems very articulate and smart person, which is always good. A lot of rappers are, to be fair. A lot of people who are successful are, right? You know, it sort of comes with being successful. It's no surprise to find out that they can be highly intelligent. Where did it go? There you are, trying to deceive me. His plan was like, I'm going to stand behind him. He's not going to know where I am. Right, now let's go put this guy in here. Blonde Princess Kendrick's jazz influences. I'm not sure what you're saying, but yep, his latest record had influences of funk, soul and jazz on it. That's what made it really good, in my opinion. Nice to hear such an organic record. Have you disabled the collision box? The Geek Wolfer? We have not. The collision box is enabled. Right, so now we have, finally, we've done it. We've got all of our little sheep herded up, ready to go. We need to sort out the dyes. The Real 2 says, do you like Flatbush Zombies? I'm pretty sure I've heard them do some stuff with the Underachievers. They're one of those groups that I just need to sort of get around to at some point. Pretty much. LPS Man says, yes, the Beatles. I think everyone likes the Beatles. I also know who Yes are. Progressive rock band from England, I do believe, actually. And I haven't really listened to a lot of their stuff. They've never pulled me in, but I've heard it. X idea. What happens when you get a chest minecart and a chest and have a hopper facing into it and then put an item into it? I can't picture that in my head, Benjineer, but play.asumavoid.com, log on, do some redstone there. Twin says, hey Asuma, I tried to learn and understand redstone lately. Do you have any advice and how did you learn it? Twin, trial and error. You know, trying, not giving up is really important. And trying to watch and learn. You've got to sort of like actively try and get your head around it, I think. You know, you've got to try and engage yourself with it a little bit. And also look at it like a tool set. Once you learn how to do one thing, like use repeaters, then that's like a skill. When you're trying to achieve something with redstone, like make a door, you don't have to make the most compact thing. You just need to make it work, right? And so you can start off with wires everywhere and repeaters and all sorts, and then later on you can learn all the tips and tricks, like, you know, how to use, you know, tick or 2-tick pulses, or perhaps like T flip-flops and stuff like that. It's all like a collection of stuff you're building up and learning to do. Anyway, let's get on to some more crafting here. So we got into a little bit of this. Now, I'm sure one of them is like pink and purple together. Oh, there you go. It's pink and purple together. So now we've got those colours. Excellent. We're going to put them with red, yellow and orange, I think. And we're pretty much getting on our way to having all of these dyes done. Cool. Wait, did I need... Right, I need another red, another yellow. And we're there. Alright, so what way do I want to do this? Like that? And then yellow there. That looks good. So we've dyed all but one on this side. Let's dye the next bunch over on this side then. Do you like instrumentalish things? You should look up Undertale soundtrack. Alias? Yeah, you know, there's so much music out there. I'd love to give it a try. I love instrumental music. There's a lot of music I'm very fond of that is just instrumental. I feel like when it comes to voices in music, it's not always a selling point for me. Like, it's not the most prominent thing I'm going to look out for, so I can get along very well with instrumental stuff. Okay, so 3 more colours to go, so that's good to know because I wasn't sure what the other 3 are. Green is one of them. Let's see if we can figure out the rest. Light green, so we've got 2 of them right there, and brown. That's it, we've done it, haven't we? Green, light green and brown. Nice. Nice, another job done if that's correct. So there's our lime, and boom boom. That's it, that's all we got to do. Sweet, alright. Except, where do we go? We're going to go do these 2 here first, I think. Hi chaps, you are now green. You 2 are now brown. And lime over here, come on. That one's got a carpet on, we can nip round. Cyan, says Leah Layout. I think we've already got cyan. Cyan's just over there. I don't think we've done any colour twice. I'm pretty sure we got all of them. Excellent work, peeps. Excellent work. Did you check out the Entombed album? Sleepy, tweet me, remind me, and it'll go on my list. No, I haven't, basically. I've sort of been a bit slow on getting through my music lately because I've been, like, cracking down on the YouTube videos, and I don't know. It makes it harder to write my blogs and keep up with how much I've been listening to. And anyway, it's like I write my blogs, I get through my playlist. I'm trying to, for once, get through my entire playlist before I like make a new one, because I've got loads of like playlists of records that I'm just never going to get around to like finishing, like listening and understanding, because there's just so much of it out there. Better Off Dead from Flashbit Zombies is my favourite record of all time. Recommend it. Again, tweet that to me. That's one I'll put on my list for the future. Flatbush Zombies, keep hearing about them, so why not? What are you going to do with all the wool? 1,000 galaxies we're going to build. We're going to build lovely magical things with it, like giant rainbows and big blobs of colour. There's going to be loads of cool things we can do with it. Put the pick in your offhand, someone said. Yep, we'll put it back there for that XP. Okay, so another thing crossed off the list. I'm not going to breed them yet. That was another part of the plan. So now on the list, we can kill Enderman, hunt for a Wither Skull, or repair our pick of the other things. I think we're going to try and hunt that Enderman there, so let's quickly make a safety platform. This shall do nicely. Actually, no, it needs to be too deep now that I think about it. That'll be another bit of it. What am I doing here? I'm making something beautiful. Don't blame me because you don't understand it. Now, having zombies come and attack me while I'm trying to kill an Enderman is not good. Hi! Yeah, that's it. That's it. Come over here. Where did it go? Hi. Get set on fire. Get wrecked. Bam. Sweet, we got an ender pearl. Right, are there any more out here? I like that we got one, but I want more, really. I'd like more. Is this based on the Airwolf tune? Timing Master, no idea. It's by Lord Leviticus. He is one to do covers, and I don't know. He'd probably note it if it were a cover or directly inspired by, I imagine. X, do you like the Wu-Tang Clan? Absolutely. Who doesn't like the Wu-Tang Clan, man? Legends. Absolute legends. I love 36 Chambers, and I like a lot of their solo records as well. Really, really good group. Right, let's continue eating this this fish. X, do you think that Mojang could use feedback from a community-wide survey? No, Dooble Bob Scribble Pants. I don't think they could. I've seen the way they interact with the community before. It's like they'll do a Reddit post, and you know, certain people who are around at the time will get to have their say. And when I look at what people suggest, I see a lot of stuff which I'm not criticising. I would probably do the same thing if I were given the opportunity to like have a voice in their ear. But they tend to suggest stuff that's very about, oh, I have this idea. Like, wouldn't it be cool if, you know, trees could grow upside down on clouds? You know, like you'll see some like very specific, but there's not a lot of broader like, hey, there's this problem with your game at the moment. There's pistons are not working for these reasons. They disappear for a tick when they're activated. They've broken lots of the community's redstone contraptions, you know, which is disheartening for a lot of players. That kind of feedback, I think, is the stuff. It doesn't look like they get hold of that, because having followed the development of this game closely since I've been doing snapshots for years, you see lots of things where you're like, you know, like, who's made this decision? Because if you play the game, that doesn't quite make sense. And we discussed this recently, right? Here is a really great example. When you hold shift to fly through the air in creative mode, that is like an instinctive thing that I use, and a lot of you use as well, to slow down. Because when you fly in creative mode, you fly very fast, and then you want to just quickly like turn a corner, look at this thing you're building. Like, you hold down shift to slow yourself down, and in 1.9 they've changed that. Now, it's a suggestion that someone put as a bug tracker that said, you know, I've noticed that if you hold shift in creative mode, it slows you down. This doesn't make any sense to me. And they might be right. I mean, it doesn't really work either way. When they added creative mode, the thing that made you slow down when you hold down shift applied to flying, and it became useful. It became useful to slow down your flying speed when you're building. And I think if Mojang had thought about it a little bit more, maybe asked some players, they would have found out that actually that's a really useful feature. And it's like one of those features you don't realise how useful it is until it's gone, because I use it constantly when I'm building, and I use it constantly when I make thumbnails to carefully align myself up while I'm flying. Like every other myth-busting thumbnail involves me holding crouch and flying, basically. Stuff like that. I feel like decisions like that happen, and I've seen a few others where one minute they change it one way, the next they change it back, or the other way around. Now this guy's going to die when he's nowhere near me, and I'm not going to get an ender pearl. Hi! Bam! I think my thorns killed him then. Yeah. Javi says the game is getting worse. I think you got to avoid a negative mindset when you think like that, because there's great things that have come recently as well as not so great things. For example, Jeb is really good at designing mobs. I think the Guardians, the Ocean Monuments, fantastic. What I like in a game is similar to the Doom prospect, which is where each enemy or mob is unique. So what was great about Guardians is, you know, they're in water. We don't have a lot of water mobs, so it feels a little bit of a niche. But they were so well thought of and designed. They got all these characteristics and quirks. They have a really nice look about them. They're distinctive. They've got all the qualities that makes a memorable mob. And the whole way he put it together in the Ocean Monument was just fantastic. I thought it worked out really good. Do you know what? We're not getting many Endermen up here, are we? Seb the Greninja says, per blocks is so dumb. I would disagree. I mean, dumb. Like, again, with the articulation, we can all be guilty of doing this. I do it. I think we're going to wander somewhere else and look for Enderman. Say what you mean, because dumb is not a way to describe it. Like, is purple a block that doesn't provide a texture that we've already got something similar to? It's a lighter shade of purple. We've already got purple wall. Now, when they add blocks, I don't know if they go through and look at what's missing, because end bricks is pretty much from a distance the same colour as end stone, and you know, end stone's similar to sandstone in a way. It's like, if you're going to add a block, I would think fill a niche, you know, like let's say we don't have a lot of very high contrast textures like bedrock. They're obviously not so nice, but adding a new block, add something that's different. If you've got lots of greys already in the game, don't add a new grey block. That's how I would look at adding blocks. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do now? I'm feeling very chatty, but also don't know what to do. And if I go hunt for wither skulls, I'm going to die. I've just got that feeling. Maybe you guys can suggest something while we talk here. Sketch says the purple block doesn't follow the theme in the end. It does. It's the yellow and purple complement each other because they're opposite colours, like orange and blue, and red and green. Red and green's one not too preferable, but yellow and purple are opposites, so they complement each other. That's why the end cities look amazing, in my opinion. I think they look really good. Again, Jeb, designing the shulker, doing the end cities, that's what he's great at. I wish he'd stick to that and not trying to rebalance golden apples. Here's a niche, stairs and slabs. Lauren, I couldn't agree more. We need slabs and stairs for all the blocks. It just frees up so much. Tour, says Samboy. I'm not sure what I can tour at the moment. Go sleep in a bed because it's raining, says Leia. Could do that. Although rain does mean... Oh no. Endermen don't like rain. Ocean Monument, drop sand. I don't want to go to the Ocean Monument because of spoilers. Go get ender pearls. We were trying to do that. Search Mumbo's treasure room. He has a treasure room, does he? Zizima says, bye X, gotta go. Thanks for coming by, buddy. ZP says, PvP is ruined. I'm not fond of the PvP changes. I kind of feel like it's the same game, just a bit more sluggish and slow now. Infamous Alex says, we need vertical blocks beside walls, a slab that can stand up on its side. Yeah, maybe. It might not be as great as you think. I think once you throw too many options, it can be a little bit difficult. But I've played modded. Having loads of textures to work with is fantastic. But it might lose the vanilla charm a little bit if you do that. Renjog jointy game. Hey Ren, let's go find Rendog. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go find Rendog and like stare at him or something while I'm chatting. He'll be up in the blue district. So yeah, Sapura says I love the combat. That's great if you love it. I mean, terrific. I think it's, to be fair, it's a bit. Oh, okay. There's a bit more of that to see. It's been relatively decent so far to play, but my qualm is that for an update that takes a year and a half, you've gone from this click 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 to click click click, and that is the same thing to me. It really is. It's just like the level of skill of boom 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 and waiting is sort of the same thing. Like if they'd have changed it so the way you engage mobs or fight with them had to be slightly different, you had to think, be a bit more tactical, that would have been great, but it's the same old thing. You know how to deal with particular mobs in particular ways. A creeper, you still just, you know, you go up to it, you hit it, you break the line of sight or you back away. It's the same thing, and with PvP, I have not enjoyed playing PvP in 1.9. PvE seems a little bit more reasonable. But that's my thoughts, that's me rambling about it. I don't know if you agree, you don't have to. Of course, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Man, what is Ren doing here? I feel like just wandering around his base might be a bad idea in terms of spoilers, actually. Right, where is Ren? Will we ever find Rendog? The search for Rendog continues. And Enderman. Rendog and Enderman. Let's just walk around. Work on the shields. Lapis, I need to do that at some point. Well, that's the sheep farm, actually, because We need the wool to make banners, and the banners to make the shields. So it's part of the plan. We do need dyes, but I'll probably figure that one out when I get to it. Tesla says, okay, this is good night, X. It's been pretty cool. The coffee is wearing out, and 5.5 hours of sleep or something. The message disappeared. Either way, thank you. Thank you for the message, and thanks for watching the stream. Seb says, oh wow, okay, chat is moving too fast. Okay then, purple blocks are not needed since we have purple wool, and yet again, the way you obtain the block is very confusing and not needed. The textures are okay. We have purple clay also. This block is very similar to sandstone blocks. This test is very confusing. Yeah, you're right. You're making the comparisons there. It's similar to other things, which is why you might say, oh hey, this colour's a little bit underrepresented. I don't know if Jeb or whoever made it went through that design process. Also, I really like chorus fruit. I love the way it grows. It's so different and unique. I like that. I encourage more of it because it's a plant that you have to learn about and figure out, and it gives you an opportunity to make, you know, some new farms and stuff. So, wow, Kylo Numbeats Shochu. Wow, Kylo Numbeats Shochu, Shonchu. I don't know. Has subscribed. Thank you so much for the subscription. I apologise for butchering your name. That is a crazy one right there. Crazy long name. I hope you have a great time on today's stream. Freaky8 says, I like purple blocks and how you get them. It beats having to mine it. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It's a nice change having to do that. Project says, we are all watching the stream of X-Doomer. X-Doomer, is that me? Is that like X-Doomer Void with the Doom? The Dooms and the Minecrafts. Maybe a new dimension, says Mr. Phalian. That would be more than welcome, wouldn't it? X, in a previous stream I asked you if you had an idea for mods. Could you post the list you have for mods, maybe? Elders, are you interested in making them? Because I have a list somewhere. Yeah, we're going to head back to base, I think, and drop off some items. Where are we going? This way now. Can you show us Monkey Farm's house? Raoul Monkey Farm isn't playing on the server, so he doesn't have a house. Rocky Avalon says, what's your favourite soundtrack? And if you want to hop onto my 1.9 flat rods test pistons, I'm pretty sure they're fixed. The one that comes to mind would be Ghosts of Mars by John Carpenter. I'm not gonna say it's an amazing soundtrack or anything. It's just one of those, like, I watched the movie, it had Ice Cube in. I was young when I saw it, so I was like, oh my god, it's Ice Cube. It's not a great movie, but I enjoyed it. And then I noticed that the soundtrack was really like heavy, and it had like a couple of like polyrhythmic riffs in, and it turns out it's like the guy from Anthrax and a load of other metal musicians hopping in, and I really like that. I also really like the Tiberian Sun soundtrack from Command & Conquer, and there's probably a couple of others, but I'd say they'd be my favourite. Anyway, we're going to call it a day. I don't really have any more jobs to do on here. I could keep chatting, I'm in a chatty mood, but I've got to move on and do something else now. So, I want to say big thank you to all of you for coming along. Thank you to everyone who subscribed and donated this stream. Really do appreciate the support. Thank you to all of you for hanging out in chat and having a good time with me today. And if you didn't even use chat, thank you for coming along and watching. So we're now going to go do a raid. Don't go anywhere. Come on. Join in the raid. Let's open up the raid. Oh my god, it's not there. It should already be open. Let's find out who's live. It would appear that False is live, so we're going to go raid False, who's on the server right now. So I'm going to put the link in chat for you. Go over there, say X-Raid. As always, peeps, thank you so much. Hope you had a great time. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.